This is Solid Signal's mini review of the DIRECTV Genie 2, codename HS17. You might have also heard this referred to as the Genie Air. Both names were kind of in play when we made this video. Let's lay down the basics real fast. You can now have up to 5 HD TVs and 2 4K TVs active at the same time. It has the same 400-hour HD recording space as the previous generation. It has a new way of adding clients that doesn't take a pin, much easier, a built-in wireless bridge, and a built-in swim power inserter, meaning this is really one box. You don't have to have any other boxes in your home other than the clients. You set it, you forget it. Looking a little bit more in detail, you need to know that because of the new client activation scheme, you must have all the client serial numbers entered into DIRECTV's system first. Your Solid Signal rep can help you with that. It's designed to be used with the new 4K LNB, and it will work with a traditional swim, but that's really only recommended if you have something like an international dish. All the other receivers and DVRs need to come out of your home. You can only have this device. You cannot have any other legacy receivers. And I should finally point out, this is really only for home installs, not commercial installs at all. The final thing that you need to know is that DIRECTV policy is to send a truck to put in each one of these things. Meaning that if you want to just get it activated over the phone, your best option is to call solidsignal.com, because we're going to work with you to get it done your way. We're not going to force you into rules that you don't necessarily want to follow. Let's take a look at the HS17. The box itself is a little bit more than a foot tall, and it has sort of a tower design, which is completely different from anything that DIRECTV has done in the past. It also has a lot of new AT&T logos on it. This box does not directly output to a TV. The only TV output is through clients, so there's really very little chance of interacting with this box. Once it's got these two green lights, you pretty much don't have to worry about it. The only time you do is when you're adding another client. One of the few physical buttons is actually at the top, and it allows you to add a wireless client easily. This is the back panel of the HS17. It uses a very different power adapter than anything else. It takes 15 swim channels, which is okay because remember, you can't have anything else on your system besides this. The Mocha light lights up when there's network activity, which should be all the time. The USB port is more or less useless. Ethernet port can be used in place of the built-in Wi-Fi if you want. eSATA gives you up to 32 terabytes of storage space. And right there at the end you see a SIM card, which is used instead of the traditional access card. It's not a telephone SIM, but it is the same shape. The new HS17 power supply, which is supplied of course, gives you a little bit more power, and even though it looks like it would work with an HR44 or 54, the pins are in a slightly different place. In my testing of this Genie device, I found that it looked and acted pretty much just like any other DIRECTV Genie, which is why I didn't bother including user interface shots. So if you have a Genie at home, you know how it's going to work. It did, however, work about 25% faster, especially on my 4K clients. That was certainly welcome. This is going to be a great device for AT&T because it replaces a lot of messy boxes and wires and supplies all the tuners and all the recording capacity that your average person needs. It's not really for your super duper high power users, unfortunately, since you can't have anything else on the account at the same time. That's kind of a bummer. And you also can't have more than one Genie 2 at the same time. So you pretty much, it's this or, this. This device should be available at Solid Signal sometime in the second quarter of 2017. And you're really going to want to get it from Solid Signal because the activation process through DIRECTV does require a technician to come out. Not everybody really wants that. If that is the service that you want, of course we can arrange for it at solidsignal.com. But if you're the sort of person who likes to do it yourself, you're going to want to call us because the DIY options from calling DIRECTV are not going to be that great. It's a great box. I do wish that you could expand it even more or that it had even more tuners. But it's the cleanest, easiest install I've ever done, and I intend to continue using it for a long time.